Hey guys, what's up? Today I am going to give you an honest review on this carbon fiber steering wheel that I bought from eBay last month. It came from China. It took about a month to get in, and the overall quality, design, everything is perfect. There are some cons. It's my camera. There are some cons that I'll get into, but the overall quality is really good. So you got carbon at the top, carbon at the bottom, flat bottom. You have perforated leather, I can't talk, on the side that's stitched in. It's a black stitching and it looks really good. It feels good in hand. It does what it's supposed to do, turns the car. And I really like the way it feels over the OEM steering wheel. But let's get into the cons. So con number one is actually going to be this carbon surround right here that the buttons are on. So the idea behind it is you take the buttons off of your OEM wheel and you move the buttons to this one. The problem that I was having is 4 of the 6 screws went in fine, but these 2 right here, one of them broke as I was screwing it in, and I was not screwing it hard, and then the second hole was not threaded at all. So what I had to do is I had to add some Gorilla Glue on these 2 buttons, and everything works fine. The next thing is the fitment of this whole area right here. So there's a small gap right here, small gap right here, and a small gap right there. It's not noticeable because nobody's ever behind the wheel, but just note that it is there. The fitment of the airbag was another thing. So whenever I pushed the airbag back in, the right side screwed in perfectly fine, but the left side, there's about a 1/4 of an inch difference, and I couldn't get the screw back in. So that left a small gap right there, whereas there's no gap right here. Overall, to be honest with y'all, I probably would buy this wheel again if I had the chance. Now that I know what I know with this carbon piece right here, like I said, just have some Gorilla Glue, JB Weld on hand, and you'll be all right. One thing that I do want to note, so there's a million videos on how to take an OEM wheel off of this car. It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest with you. But one thing that I rarely seen people talk about was when you get the airbag out, there's a yellow and orange like connector you disconnect. But there's also like a gray connector kind of behind everything. Be sure to pull that out. That is the clip to the clock spring. I didn't pull that out, so when I pulled my old wheel off, the clock spring came out with it, and there's no way to fix a clock spring once it's messed up. So I had to spend 120 bucks on a new OEM clock spring, and everything works. But just a tidbit of advice: if your airbag light is flashing, your horn doesn't work, the buttons on the wheel doesn't work, it's your clock spring. Took me about 5 to 10 minutes to change out, but yeah. So I'm just gonna give y'all like a walk around of the wheel. See if I can get out. Let's do a view from the inside. Let's let it fly in there. But yeah, this is a really good quality wheel. Just keep in mind of this part and then the airbag not screwing in. But yeah, thanks for watching.